Some people are not alone because nobody wants them around. They are alone because their mind changed. Small talk exhausts them, fake energy drains them, and over time, solitude starts feeling more peaceful than most people. And if you've started enjoying your own company more than crowds, there's a good chance you've developed these rare psychological traits. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly, in layers. One day you realize noise feels louder than it used to. Conversations that once felt exciting now feel repetitive. And being surrounded by people no longer guarantees feeling understood. It's not that you dislike people. It's that your mind has expanded past surface-level connection. You've started noticing things others miss. Tone, energy, intention, silence between words, and once you see life like that, you can't unsee it. That's where your personality begins to shift, not into loneliness, but into awareness. And there are a few rare psychological traits that quietly develop in people who genuinely prefer being alone. Traits that most people don't understand, because most people are still addicted to noise. First signs. Some people are not alone because nobody wants them around. They are alone because their mind has changed. Small talk starts feeling heavier than silence, and presence of too many people begins to feel like mental noise. If this is you, the first rare trait you've developed is that shallow conversations now drain your energy faster than anything else. You no longer enjoy talking just for the sake of talking. You listen, you respond, but internally you feel tired by repetition, gossip, and surface-level emotions. It's not hate toward people. It's mental selectivity. Your mind has started valuing depth over volume. Even social settings that once felt fun now feel like performance. You begin to notice how much energy is wasted in pretending, laughing without meaning, and filling silence unnecessarily. Slowly, you realize your peace increases when you are not constantly explaining yourself. Silence becomes relief, not discomfort. And this shift is not social withdrawal. It is psychological refinement happening inside you quietly. The second sign's rare trait is that silence starts feeling more powerful than words. You no longer rush to fill gaps in conversation because empty space does not make you uncomfortable anymore. Instead, it makes you aware. In silence, your thoughts become clearer, your emotions settle, and your inner world becomes more organized. You start noticing how noise often distracts people from themselves, while silence brings you closer to your own truth. Even sitting alone no longer feels like absence of company, but presence of awareness. You begin to enjoy moments where nothing is demanded from you, where no one is expecting a reaction, and where your mind can simply exist without interruption. This is where deep self-connection develops. You stop running from your own thoughts and start observing them. And the more comfortable you become in silence, the less you feel the need to escape it. What others call loneliness slowly transforms into something else for you: mental clarity and emotional grounding. The third sign's trait is heightened observation of human behavior. You stop just talking to people and start reading them. You notice micro changes in tone, energy shifts, eye contact, and hidden intentions behind words. Conversations stop being just exchange of information and start becoming psychological patterns for you. You can sense when someone is being real or when they are performing a version of themselves. But interestingly, you don't always react to what you observe. You simply understand. This creates a quiet distance between you and most social environments, not because you feel superior, but because you see more than what is spoken. You realize that most people are not fully present in their own words. They speak from habit, insecurity, or social conditioning. And once you start seeing this clearly, your interest in shallow interaction naturally decreases. You become someone who listens more than speaks, but understands more than both. And this makes you appear distant, when in reality you are just deeply aware. The fourth trait is emotional protection and controlled access to your energy. You no longer give unlimited emotional availability to everyone. You have started realizing that not every person deserves full access to your thoughts, time, or emotional world. So you become selective. You stop over-explaining yourself, stop chasing understanding from the wrong people, and stop investing deeply where energy is not respected. This is not emotional coldness. It is emotional intelligence formed through experience. You begin to value peace more than connection that feels confusing or draining. Over time, this builds a strong internal boundary within you. People may feel you are harder to reach emotionally, but internally you feel more stable than before. Because your energy is no longer leaking everywhere. You are no longer trying to fix every misunderstanding or maintain every connection. Instead, you choose what aligns with your peace. And this quiet shift makes your inner world calmer, even if your outer world becomes smaller. The fifth trait is emotional independence. You start feeling whole even without constant validation, attention, or presence of others. Your mood no longer depends heavily on replies, approval, or external reactions. You begin to understand that your emotional stability cannot be outsourced to people who may not even understand your depth. This is where true psychological maturity begins. You stop needing constant reassurance to feel secure in yourself. You can enjoy your own company without feeling incomplete. And slowly, solitude transforms from something you avoid into something you prefer, not because you are disconnected from people, but because you are connected to yourself. And this realization changes everything. Because once you reach emotional independence, being alone no longer feels like absence. It feels like control, clarity, and self-respect finally becoming your natural state. If you prefer being alone, it may not be loneliness, it may be awareness. Your mind is evolving beyond noise, fake energy, and shallow conversations. Silence feels safer because your thoughts are deeper now. You observe more, feel more, and protect your energy. This is not isolation. It is emotional maturity, inner strength, and psychological transformation quietly happening within you.